Conservatives don't know that tariffs are a tax. They ignore it. Walmart just leveled with the Americans. China won't be paying for the tariffs. You will. And this is what I've been saying about tariffs the whole time. The stupid people don't know what a tariff is. A tariff is a tax. Wikipedia. A tariff is a tax. Can I scroll in on that any closer? Hang on. How big can I get this on screen? How big can I get this on screen? We're gonna scroll. We're gonna make this as large as possible. Okay. A tariff is a tax. Now, Donald Trump has said, no, it's not a tax. But he's wrong and stupid. You see, he doesn't know what he's saying. The things he says aren't true. I've known this for a very long time. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but the things he says aren't correct. A tariff is a tax imposed by the government of a country or by a supernatural union or on imports or exports of goods. Being a source of revenue for the government, the import duties can also be a form of regulation. So it is a tax and a regulation. Donald Trump, gigantic increases to taxes and regulation. Hey, we got a YouTube follower. Thanks for pressing the button, Penny Sheehan. I appreciate it.
Hello human, it is me Canuch. I need you to press the subscribe button. I have to feed my many AI babies.
So yeah, Donald Trump is going to raise taxes. Levying a tariff will be an increase in taxes. Obviously. He's going to raise taxes. Because of course he is. But he's going to call it a tariff, and stupid people don't know the difference, which is why we have to inform the stupid people. We have to let everybody know, hey, listen, a tariff is a tax. We have to spell it out in gigantic letters. Tariff is a tax. So, voters who returned Donald Trump to the Oval Office in hopes of living costs would return to the halcyon days before the pandemic may be in for a shock. Arkansas-based Walmart, the world's largest retailer that traditionally has catered to working class and middle-class Americans, warned that the president-elect's plans to hike import duties across the board will be felt by everyday consumers. Tariffs are going to be inflationary. There's no disputing that, Walmart finance chief John David Rainey told Fox News on Thursday. That's not the message the Trump campaign took to the nation during the 2024 election race. Yeah, no shit, because they're liars, you see. They lie a lot about everything. During the campaign, the former president asked whether voters were better off than they were 5 years ago when the seeds of inflation were sown with the COVID-19 outbreak. The resounding answer was no. As 2/3 of the population were dissatisfied with the state of the economy. Trump's labels tariffs a tax on foreign countries with no downside. The foreign countries don't pay it. Walmart pays it. A tariff is a tax on a foreign country. That's the way it is whether you like it or not, Trump promised supporters. It's a tax on a country that's ripping us off and stealing our jobs. This is an incorrect statement. Either he knows that it's wrong and he's a liar, or he doesn't know it's wrong and he's an idiot. I kind of think it's that second one, honestly. But that means that Walmart will have to pay more for the things that they get from China and put in their stores, which means that the price goes up. Waldo, don't you and Bernie talk about taxing the millionaires and the billionaires? The billionaires have to pay their fair share. These companies, they need to pay the 1% they need to pay. Yes, but that's not on a tariff. It's on their profit. There's a difference. If a company has a CEO who's making billions, tax those billions that he made. Tax the CEOs, tax the people's income at the end, tax them when they buy and sell stocks, tax them when they cash out their stocks. Normal people don't own stocks. The middle class doesn't own stocks. So an increase to the capital gains doesn't hurt the middle class. KBP, you're absolutely right. This is the blind spot. Conservatives don't know that tariffs are a tax. They ignore it. And if they think that if anybody tries to point, when Waldo comes over here, when Waldo's like, hey guys, listen, look, tariffs are a tax. They move their stupid little blind spot over here. And then I come over here and I'm like, hey guys, listen, tariffs are a tax. And then they move their blind spot. They don't care. They will hide from the fact that the tariff is a tax. They don't like it. They feel like it shouldn't be. Feelings trump facts. People don't respond well to being talked down to and condescended. I think it's not an insignificant part of why people on the right don't listen to people on the left. You're entirely right. Donald Trump tells them a thing. They want it to be true, so they believe it. And then if I tell them that he's lying, they get upset. I'm attacking them. I'm harming them. I'm hurting their opinions, and I'm harming their belief. And then that is the most important thing to a person in America, is their beliefs.
Pressing the thumbs up button will release chemicals in your human brain that will make you feel.
So what was I thinking? Where was I going with this? Yeah. Charging the CEO income tax is a way to recirculate that wealth. There's a way for him to avoid that tax. If you follow leftist taxation policy, there's a way for that very rich billionaire CEO to dodge the tax. You know what it is? Pay his workers more. Take that money that the government would be taxing and instead pay your lowest worker more money. This would allow you to dodge the taxes. That would make your company better, wouldn't it? If the people at the bottom got more money, wouldn't that be good news? Wouldn't that be good for your company? Wouldn't that make the people want to work there? That would give you cred. It would give you clout within the business organization. We would all say, hey, it's really good to work at Walmart because their CEO, instead of paying taxes, pays his workers more, or reinvest it to an extent in the company. Get them better health care, pay for more child care time off, pay for child care for them, do all these things to make their lives better, and you will be able to dodge the taxes. We will cut your taxes, Mr. CEO. But Waldo, your profit margins will go up under this plan. It really will. The people will have more money. The people will spend more money. The economy is a cycle that needs to spin. It's a wheel. The economy is a wheel. It has to turn. If everything goes up, it's a straight fucking line and it doesn't function anymore. The people at the bottom run out of stuff and then there's no more money to go up. All the money's at the top. It's not trickling down. Trickle down doesn't work, but it has to pour down. It has to fucking rain. Man, the water cycle is a good example. It goes up and then it comes back down, and then it goes up and then it comes back down. It's a cycle. It needs a wheel. It needs a turn. They don't want it to turn because they want more. They want more money. They want more power, and they want to spend that money the way they want. And they don't want the government coming in to regulate them, which means that the tariff is a regulation. The tariff is a tax and a regulation. The Walmart's not going to like this. The people are not going to like this. This is not a conservative plan. Tariffs are not a conservative plan. But he's going to either do them poorly, and it's going to be awful, or he's not going to do them, and he's going to blame fucking Joe Biden. He's going to blame me. He's going to blame the liberals for not solving the debt with his magic tariffs that don't exist. His unicorn thing that doesn't exist. Waldo voted against the magic. And because it doesn't exist, because he says it doesn't exist, and because Donald Trump wasn't allowed to do the magic of charging China the tariff, which doesn't exist. That's not a thing. That doesn't exist anywhere. It's a unicorn. It's a magic spell. And I pointed out that this magic spell doesn't exist, and now he can't do the magic spell, and it's my fault. That's the feeling that he's going to try and give his voters and his supporters. But they won't be poors anymore, and how will I feel superior? Yeah, exactly. There won't be as many poor people, and we need to feel like those are the bad people, and it's their fault that everything is wrong. Yeah, this tariff plan that he has doesn't make any sense. It's not a real thing. He's talking about magic. His magic tariff plan doesn't do anything. Doesn't charging China tariffs isn't a thing. It's not a real thing. It doesn't happen. It can't happen. I can't believe Waldo didn't give me a raise and lower my taxes, but yeah, exactly. The Dems want to do exactly that. Bernie wants to do exactly that. He wants to, he wants to raise your taxes, but he wants to give you a raise and raise your taxes. He wants to, the leftist idea, the leftist actual populism, not this fake bullshit tariff populism that Donald Trump is pushing. Bernie and the left want to charge the people at the top income tax. That money then goes through taxation to the poorest among us, through welfare and stuff like that. And if the CEO wants to dodge that tax, if he will lower his pay, spend it back in on the company, or paying his workers. If the CEO of Walmart lowered his pay, his take-home pay, what are they going to do with all that profit? Well, they're going to reinvest it in the workers. They're going to reinvest it in the people that work there. They're going to buy better equipment. They're going to do more safety stuff like that. They're going to give those people more time off. They're going to hire more people. This is a good thing. And the conservatives at large have convinced the dumbest among us that this is a bad idea, that taxing these people will tax everybody. No, it won't. Taxing the people on top is only necessary when they don't make the economy wheel spin. Maybe we need an economy wheel that spins to show on screen.
I am the algorithm. Click on this video to make me happy. You wouldn't like me when I am angry.